Man, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
And then
And then the bad part about it. Then they eat the shit and then go into devotion.
Go say that?
They eat the shit and then then fucking Holy Ghost, and then they start dancing around.
Yeah, they start all over the
fucking
place.
Ritz cracker and some Kool-Aid. Now that's all in the mind.
And
they don't understand it.
But on top of that, why the hell would your God want you to pretend that you drinking his blood?
Right.
Like a sacrifice. What is going on? You gotta eat a piece of me and drink some of my blood.
Now it's cannibalism now, huh?
That's damn cannibal.
But see, we going to hell for rational thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we gonna burn and all that shit because we thinking rational. You're not because you're just and second of all, you ever heard somebody say this shit? I'd rather believe and it don't be than not to believe and it do be.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay, that statement right there just tells me you don't believe shit. Cause you just believing just in case.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want you to be my friend just in case I can give you something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm God sitting up there listening to this.
Right.
Man, he don't really want to believe. He just don't want me to send him to hell. So he just gonna say that right now, but I know what he really thinking. He thinking, fuck this, I just gotta say it. So, like, yeah, his ass is going to hell for us. Yeah, we like.
I like to see their faces. You know what I mean?
Play the hell out of me.
When God say, I ain't sending that book down there.
That's what SETI said. And nobody was born with a book strapped to their ass.
No, I'm just talking about, I'm talking about when they at the day of judgment, like they like to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna open up the book of life.
No, why you at the day of judgment and God asks you and God tell you, I ain't sending that book down to y'all. What you gonna sit there with your mouth hitting the fucking floor?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but
It going, another thing, you probably be like, I let you have free will and let you go do what you want to do, but you following behind me and telling people what I said, and you spoke to me, and damn, look at this shit.
Yeah, I see it.
Crazy.
That's why I stay away from it.
This nigga's crazy.
I say, man, that's why I say, and I always like to say it again. I call it the creator. I know none of this shit, this planets, none of this shit just popped out. Popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's something, I know that. I ain't gotta believe that. I know that this shit didn't pop out of nowhere.
Right.
But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you who made the shit and act like I know him and got a relationship with him.
Yeah, that's for people.
Okay?
I'm gonna put a name on this.
I'm gonna put a name on it.
I'm gonna get these people to believe it, and they gonna get people to believe it. And now I'm sitting pretty good. They all give me their money.
So that's why I tell people, no, I'm not an atheist. I just don't believe who you say. I don't believe you. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Now, if your God can come down and we just sit here and be quiet, and he just talk out the sky to us, lift that car up off the ground, do one of his miracles like he did back in the day that you don't see no more, then we can, like, something going on. But every time I ask him to speak, you turn your head. Because you know that shit can't happen.
And you want me to tell you something that I know and ain't gotta believe? I know God doesn't kill or heal people. I know this. You know how I know this? Because this is what I see. Mm-hmm. I see people get shot. I see people. Why would God let you get disease so he can heal you?
Yeah.
In that case, just don't let me get the fucking disease. Then you ain't got to worry about healing.
And now you in a hospital with tubes all in your ass, and the prayer warriors got to come around. I think I told you about my Aunt Didi. My Aunt Didi was in the hospital, and she had tubes all up her nose. So my mom went in there with the prayer warriors from her church. They all running around the bed and everything. And so right after that, my cousin Mookie came in there and did a salat right by the bed. So after that, about maybe probably the next day, my Aunt Didi was out the hospital. Both of them, my aunt, my mom and my cousin was talking about that's because of what we did in the hospital room. Which now, and I asked my mom.
Take the IV and all the shit out and then do it.
Yeah. In fact, why don't you walk in there and just touch them and they get, that's why the damn preachers always do that shit on the stage. Touch somebody in a wheelchair and they jump up and start running around. Let me take your ass in the hospital with somebody.
Yeah, go to the hospital and do that. Right.
Somebody's in what's that word when you get ready to die? What's the word when you get no. The word when you like right on the edge of death, you get ready to go. I gotta think of it. But you somebody right there, you walking in and touch them and they get up and they heal and walk out the hospital. That's what I want to see.
No, they ain't gonna do that because they know they can't do that.
Or somebody, yeah, like somebody in a coma. I want to see.
Can't do that.
This lady told this story about how her son was really fucked up in a wheelchair and they wouldn't let him near the stage. It was Benny Hinn. I still can't think of that word. That word when you just about to go. You're in a hospital and you just about to go. I'll think of it, but none of them imams, none of those Muslims, none of those damn Hebrews, pastors, none of them gonna walk in a hospital, touch somebody that's about to die, and they get up and walk out the hospital. That shit don't happen. They only do that shit on TV and the stage.
Wait for 200,000 aliens to come out the sky and swoop up 100,000 people.
Yeah, man.
Shit, there's been more than 100,000 Hebrews that died. Well, they don't get to go nowhere.
I tell them, man. When they start telling me that shit, I be like, okay, let's go to the hospital. Cause I be in my mom's church. I told somebody that in my mom's church one time. He gonna tell me, let go and let God. Can have me over in the corner. I guess they probably talked to him about me, right? So he had me in the corner talking about let go and let God. So I said, I let go. Believe me. I let go a long time ago.
And translation. Don't use your brain.
Yeah, don't use your brain.
Don't use your brain. Just let something invisible run your life.
They called me up there to get healed and everything. So I already knew they was gonna do that. So I got up, I went to the front, I took a piece of paper with my phone number out my pocket, and I gave it to the preacher and said, call me. And my mom was like, why you do that? People was like looking at me, I was like, well shit. God told me to come up there. You should have known what I was going to do. God should have told him that. Like, God sent your ass to tell me something. First of all, why didn't he come tell me himself? Second of all, why didn't he tell you that I wouldn't believe? He just sent you on a wild goose chase.
Always gotta have a middle man.
Yeah, you talking about that point, that line. Oh, the sun?
Did I say UFO?
Oh, all right. Wait a minute.
Oh, right there.
You talking about that line? That line right there? Yeah, that white line. Yeah, that's a plane leaving leaving the trail. Yeah, that's what that is.
It's called chemtrail.
Yeah, the chemtrail. That's that shit coming out the back of the plane. Chemicals all in the damn sky. And they tell me, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's just floating all in the sky. It comes all down here and we breathe it in. Oh yeah. That's wild when they did it. You see that sun right there, that star? That's rock. That's an Egyptian, what they said, Vic, you talking about can't you see God and all that? That's the Kemetic deity Ra. That's it right there. You're looking right at it. It warms up. It warms the earth. It keeps us alive from freezing. And but we don't worship it. We just gratified to it. It's a gratitude thing to it.
Basically, without that being there, everybody's dead.
Yeah, without that being there, we did. Now, I asked somebody, we showing you that, right? Now, show me somebody sitting on the throne that created everything. Can't do it. Can't. They said, oh, well, God created that. Or can you show me God created something? I was talking to this lady yesterday, and I asked her, she said, I told her my mom and pop created me. She said, God created you. I said, can you show me that? Can you show me your almighty God created somebody? You can't. But I can show you, and I don't even have to show you. You know you came out your mom.
And guess what? Even if it did, you still can't prove that. You still can't show that.
You can't show it, right? And that's what
I like to talk about stuff I know, not stuff that I believe or what somebody told me. That's what
people get. How religion things start. Somebody gets like this thing, and they tell people, all right, this is what the creator's name is. They get a bunch of people to believe them, and then they get people to believe them, and it goes on and on and on. And then the number one thing you tell them, if you don't do what my creator he tell you to, he gonna send you to hell. He gonna do something horrible to you. And then they put it in their children's heads, and their children grow up with it, teach it to their children, and on and on and on. Now you got millions of people believing in that crap. Yeah, she's not falling for that. That's exactly what happened with Islam. This Muhammad dude, he decided that. In fact, I was doing some research. Muhammad got the name Allah out of a pantheon of gods, out of a group of other gods. And he took that name and said, "This is going to be the name that I use for Islam." Yeah. And the stories about him, I question that big time. And then they talk about how they went around and pillaging everything, and they said if you don't believe Islam, you die by the sword. Simple as that. And people was forced into it. People was so stupid they believed it, and now it's everywhere. Me and him was just talking about the Arabs over in Saudi Arabia and all that. They hate our guts. They hate black people's guts, and they sit over there and say that we shouldn't even be Muslims. If they come over here and took over all this, we would be slaves again, just like they took us to slavery years ago. And these people walking around, covered up and everything. Islam say terrible stuff about women. It said they say that if you want to see, they said Muhammad said, if you want to see the Satan, look at a black man. They say women got a deficiency of the mind, among a whole lot of other stuff. So, and these people running, and Christianity ain't no better. The only reason why, No, Islam is the religion that the Muslims believe. Allah's supposed to be their God, but like I told you, he picked the name Allah out of a whole group of gods. It could have been another name he picked them, and they been leaving it. And people was just,
and again, he wasn't even alive. He ain't even a real person.
Yeah, I was questioning that big time. I don't even think.
25 years.
Yeah. He was a Muslim. He could tell you better than I can. He was a Muslim. And he started looking like, wait a minute, it's like I was a Christian. Doesn't that boy look like Chris Benoit? No, he don't now. He turned his head. With the glasses, he look like Chris Benoit. But
I mean, it's crazy that nobody never saw a picture of the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah. They say you can't have a picture of him and all that.
Sketches, no nothing.
They say you're not supposed. Yeah.
Not even his enemies agreed to not do a picture of him either, right?
Right.
All his enemies.
All his enemies.
So they agreed. Okay, I don't like him, but I won't draw a picture because y'all said so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was his enemy, that'd be the first thing I do.
Yeah.
Yo, this is what he look like right here.
This is what he look like, and I'm blaspheming him because I don't like him. Like, but nobody got a picture of Prophet Muhammad. And Islam not supposed to have dogs, are they? Did I hit? Is that right?
Nothing
about that. All right.
But they don't supposed to have. We ain't supposed to have pictures on our wall.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to have no pictures on the wall.
All that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that stupid shit.
Have that shit they stole from Kemet.
That's how a picture gonna get.
It's crazy. I mean, they run and run. I don't even know what's the worst between. I think Islam worse than Christianity. Because at least, I mean, well, Christians like trying to turn the other cheek and all that shit, get their head knocked off and say, oh, we gonna turn the other cheek. Like Dr. King.
Black Muslims, African Muslims, and some of the most violent motherfuckers I ever met.
Yeah. I heard.
Okay? Violent.
It's
You know, they play humble and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
All you gotta do is say something about Allah to kill your ass. Why you gonna,
Yeah,
why you
that's
gonna kill
right.
me? You should try to bring me into the fold.
Yeah, you should. In fact, Allah or Jehovah or Yahweh should be able to put the words, because he's all knowing now, right? He's all knowing. He should be able to put the exact words in your mouth to make me and everybody listening change your mind. Instead, you get pissed off because we said something about him and want to kill our ass. Hebrews want to beat you up on the street. Christians don't want to talk to you because we using our brain and thinking for ourselves. Right.
Everything I ever done in my life, good or bad, I remember the decision that I made to do either one.
Yeah. And like
Okay?
I always,
I've never felt nothing outside my body make me make a decision.
Right.
Or something in my head, or a voice, or any of that shit that told me to do whatever.
That's right.
Good or bad.
And if it is a devil, a Satan, a shaitan, or whatever they call him, a bliss, if this being is doing all this stuff, making these people be evil and everything, why don't God kill him instead of killing innocent children and shit, like flooding the planet and drowning people and telling people to go in villages and slice everybody up and sending a death angel. He sent the death angel through Egypt to kill the firstborn of everything. That's the children, the animals. Why God killing all these innocent people? Why don't he kill Satan? Like, kill the root of the problem. In fact, why the hell he even let him come exist in the first place? Because they told me God created everything. That this is the stuff that people get you wrapped up in. But once you get really wrapped up in that, you scared to say anything because you like, damn, what if God really up there? What if he really gonna do something to me? People, they get you scared.
And the people that find that that they're supposed to find God, so people they tell people to find God so they can do good, right?
Yeah.
So what's all this shit what the preachers is doing? What's all that? Molestation and you know what I mean? Taking people for their money.
Taking people money.
And you know
all
what I'm
that
saying? Walking around with gold jewelry on and shit. I mean, what's all that?
Yeah.
So Satan that strong?
So
Satan that strong.
You gotta be like you need somebody to tell you to find God to do good, but you know good. You know.
But once you find them, you're still doing fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
like they say Jesus died for our sins. Why?
Right. But people still sinning. After that happened, it shouldn't have been no more sin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then that tell me then he died for nothing.
Yeah, it didn't work, Jesus.
It didn't work.
Try something else. First, he flooded the damn planet and killed everybody on it, except for Noah and his family. But he didn't realize that evil people would come out of Noah and his family.
And this ain't me. This is just what I see. You know, but people get mad at me because I say it.
And then check it out. He said Noah was preaching to the people for how many years? I think 40 years while he was building this boat. God had him preaching to the people about changing their ways. But it seemed like God didn't know that the people wouldn't listen. Like, didn't God know the people wouldn't listen to him? So why didn't he just tell them to shut up and build the boat? I'm drowning everybody. Instead, he had just like Moses. He had Moses go to Egypt land and ask Pharaoh to let my people go. And Pharaoh said,
first he learned all the ways.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
So he was taught. So I mean, if he was taught by the Cometics,
yeah.
Okay, then where you think the doctrine comes from?
The Christian and the Hebrew boy Moses, that's supposed to be their patriarch, went to Kemet. Went to Kemet and learned everything.
And then made his own shit.
But we the evil ones, he learned everything from us. And he talking about Jesus went and hid in Egypt because the guy was trying to kill him and all that. So if he hid in Egypt, first of all, if he was real, he couldn't have been white. Everybody would have found him easily, unless they hid his ass under one of the pyramids. And second of all, can't nobody prove he exists anyway. Because he just sits back and just let all this stuff happen and don't do nothing about it. He hears somebody plotting on killing somebody. Now he's everywhere all at one time. Like me and him, like sitting in the car plotting on, we gonna kill the nigga right there, right? For no reason, and rob him and take his money. Now God everywhere all at the same time, that means he's in the car with us listening to us. But he ain't doing nothing. Just like I was telling him earlier, somebody, you heard about the ship, the Titanic, right? That sunk. Somebody said that they said that the ship was unsinkable. So somebody said the reason why it sunk is because it was a slap in the face to God that they said it was unsinkable. So God got mad because they said a boat was unsinkable and drowned everybody on it. By the way, children died in that boat too. So a lot of the children that was like in second class and lower class didn't get out of there. I was just watching a documentary on it. A guy killed children, innocent people, because somebody said the boat can't sink. Like, come on,
Instead
man.
of just killing the person who said it about the boat.
Yeah, just kill him. Or sink the boat, but have a way for the people to get off. Like, have it dock and everybody get off and then sink it. To prove his power. Right? It's just a mess, man. It's just a mess.
Everything that happens to humans is done by humans.
Right.
Okay?
You did it.
Everything.
Nobody in the sky. Nobody under the ground.
I got hit by a car on my bike right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Flipped me up in the air. I got up, walked home, went to work the next day. Okay? You know why I was able to do that? Because the car didn't hit me in the right spot to really hurt me.
Right.
That's all it's it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody talking about, yeah, well, God saved you, you know what I mean? Well, okay. Next time, just save me from the accident.
Just don't let me get hit.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I ask.
He let you get hit.
Stop the accident from happening. I don't, you know what I mean? Fuck let me get hit by a car and then want to heal me. This stop me from getting hit in the first place.
My mom said something like that the other day. Something like that we was talking about. And I was like, but Mom, everybody, and this happens to everybody in every religion. Like somebody over in India is going to say Krishna saved their life when they fell out a 4-story window. So that means Krishna is just as powerful as Jehovah. Like, come on. Like, and like, all right, like somebody don't believe in none of that. He fuck because people get spooky with the ancestors too. Somebody fall off a roof and don't break a bone. The ancestors are watching out for him. That means his ancestors just as powerful as Allah and Jehovah and Krishna.
And you know, I'm ancestor driven, but I don't even say that type of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, for me, when I talk about the ancestors, I'm talking about the ancestors that's within inside of me. Okay?
Yeah.
My body is made up from every one of my family members before me. I got the DNA from everybody that came before me.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's why I might have traits that my mom might have done. I might have traits that my pop. I might have traits from my third cousin.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like him.
I might look like my grandmom's mom. I might look like somebody that was in my family from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Why? Because you are constructed. Sperm got all that in it. They got the DNA of everybody that came from you.
Yeah.
So when I talk about the ancestors, I'm talking about the ancestors that's what's inside of me.
Can you just slow down?
See, that's what I don't like when Jabari do be saying that type of shit.
Yeah, man. Just my boy, but
You know what I'm
hey, come on, man. You get just as spooky as they do.
Yeah, he do. I mean, for real, I know the first time I went to Kemetic, I was like, yo, this is church. I did say it.
That's what happened to me going to the New Wapian
But
Nation.
guess what? You know what Jabari answered for that, right?
Huh?
You know what his answer was for that, right?
No.
They copying off of us, so we was doing this first.
It's still spooky. But he keep calling me. That's another thing. I don't got somebody money on me and they keep calling me. But
What? You see the turn signal ass?
yeah. But yeah, man, he can't. I mean,
Play a type of game. Like I do the opening of the way. I know what the opening of the way is about though. You know what I'm saying? See, I got the statues and everything in my crib.
yeah, that's why I can't
But
wait.
I just know what it's about. I know what it's about for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to get. Whenever I get my place back, I can't wait to have that shit decked out, bro.
I know ain't no statue protecting me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By set, that's protection.
I had to tell Talib. Talib got all spooky with the ancestors. I said, Talib, if you trip in the street right now and a car coming, if you trip in the street right now and a car is coming, your ancestors not gonna pull you out the street. It's right here. They not gonna pull you out the street. All right. No, I'm gonna tell them I love them. I see them later. I gotta get. Love you. You welcome. But you get what we saying, right? Yeah. But